Welcome back. It's 9:42. Our next guest is a CW family member, best known for her role on the superhero series DC's Legends of Tomorrow. She's also appeared on Smash, American Odyssey, Girls on the Bus, and As the World Turns.
And she can now be seen on Broadway in the Pulitzer Prize winning play English. Here's a look.
Has anyone taken the test before?
I have taken the TOEFL 5 times.
5 times.
5, yes, your ear is right.
In this room, we are not Iranian.
Wow.
Wow. Items of clothing.
Shirt, pants,
Blouse,
stock.
windbreaker.
What? Shouldn't you be in a more advanced class?
All right, please welcome Tala Ashe to Pick Up More News. Great to have you here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about the show. You were part of the show before it came to Broadway, right? You were talking about how it was the Atlantic Theater Company as well. And talking about the transition and coming to Broadway and if that was really your goal and dream.
I mean, we had such a magical run off Broadway, and we felt very sated and complete with the journey. And then Broadway was presented to us, and we were a little bit hesitant, like, will we be able to kind of recreate the magic that we felt off Broadway? And we felt such an amazing response from audiences and from the greater Broadway community, and it's just such a joy to do the show and a privilege.
Yeah, so talk about the show. So English is about an English class that takes place in Iran, right? And every student has their own reason for taking the class.
They're all taking the TOEFL exam, which is the English as a foreign language exam. And
TOEFL,
this is a test that my parents took. So many people that emigrate from their country and have to go study, they have to take this exam. It's the barrier to entry, essentially.
Okay.
And so all of these students are taking the exam, but my character really needs this exam to unlock this sort of next ambitions that she has for herself.
Your character is Elham.
Yes.
But it's described, I guess, as like the bad student. And so kind of, but there's misconceptions about it, right?
Well, she's actually usually a very good student, and I think she finds herself in a situation where she's really struggling with the English language, and she's struggling with the situation that she finds herself in because of the political situation in Iran, the socioeconomic situation. She is a very ambitious, tenacious person, and in order to pursue her goals, she has to go, in her case, she wants to become a doctor, so she has to go to Australia. And to be someone who's usually the best student in the class and suddenly not, and labeled as difficult, and she is spicy, and I mean, I love her. I think she's unapologetic and so tenacious, but this does set up a conflict between her specifically and the teacher, who she sees as someone who's embracing English and in a way that she sees as a rejection of her Iranian heritage and her language that she loves. So she finds herself in an impossible situation where she doesn't want to leave her country that she loves, and she's very, very ambitious, and English is that barrier to entry.
I see. Did you feel connected to her character?
Very much. I mean, I grew up in Ohio. My parents have accents. My parents took this test, and so I'm very familiar and have, I feel very much an advocate as an immigrant myself, and my parents obviously watching them navigate their professional lives and their social lives in Ohio, and it feels so deeply personal. Like, I almost can't say enough about how personal it is, but I grew up watching my parents, who are the loveliest, smartest people, speak, and with their accent often be perceived as less intelligent or unintelligible in some way, and people would speak louder to them, or there would be that skip step of so I'm really, really sensitive to that, and my character speaks English. I think in the play they say she speaks English like a bulldozer. Okay. It is not elegant, and I love that about her, but it's not who she is, and there's a question about who are we, what do we have to give up in order to take on another language, and what parts of you do you leave behind?
That's a good point. Language, identity, belonging, all themes that are kind of in there. And speaking of belonging, it seems like acting is always kind of somewhere you belonged. So we did a little snooping into your Instagram, found a throwback photo I think
boy.
you were 10 years old or something here.
Look
So what's
at
happening?
you.
Oh my gosh.
What are we doing? What's going on here?
What is going on here? Great question. A lot of embarrassing things here.
You're holding a dog picture?
I'm holding, I think it's a card, a birthday card
Okay.
that someone gave me. I mean, as you can see, this is, she's really in her nerdcore stage.
Love it.
As
so
I was
cute.
for most of my childhood. But, you know, this is actually, it's sweet to see this. This is me at 10 in Ohio,
Yeah.
trying to fit in, not doing a great job. And yeah, that's,
So
but I love her. And,
Yeah.
you know, try to hold. I think I have a
Yeah.
picture, not of that, but of like my baby self in my dressing room.
very
Yeah, you have to
cute.
remember that,
Right.
you know.
And now us knowing your journey, how are your parents reacting to how far you've come and to see you in the spot like this? And then sharing a story that's so relatable and connected to so many of the immigrant community, including themselves.
My parents are the best parents. They have been so supportive. I'm an only child. I'm an only child of immigrants, and they encouraged me to do exactly what it is that I wanted to do. I come from a family of artists, and they, you know, they don't fit the mold of this like stereotypical immigrant family that's like go be a doctor, go be an engineer. And they really encouraged me to pursue my love, which was the arts, and then eventually theater and film. Then they were at opening, and I saw them at curtain call, and I was a mess.
Of course.
I'm gonna.
Of course. Great to have you here, Tala.
Thank
you
you.
for sharing it. I got to go see the show. You can check her
Yes.
out through March 2nd at the Roundabout Theater Company's production of English at the Todd Hames Theater. Great to have you.
Thank you.
All right.